Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Beasticide, sometimes known as Beast. I'm going to be starting using YouTube to just basically have a little bit of fun. We're going to broadcast college football, a little bit of Madden, maybe MLB The Show if I find enough interest in that. Maybe other sports games like 2K, PGA, other sort of stuff like that. Um, but first off, I'm going to start with how to pass in college football 27, or sorry, college football 26. Whether this is you're kind of new to the game, like I kind of am. I've only had it for about 3 weeks, but I've gotten pretty good with it. I've gotten quite a bit of gameplay into it. Or if you're wanting to set up for college football 27 because you're excited for it, like I am. But either way, this is currently the new passing style. It is called this revamped passing. Now, if you don't want to use this, you can go with the placement and accuracy classic or the revamped passing. I recommend the revamped passing. It just feels better. But basically, I'm going to go through. I'm going to show you how this kind of passes. So here I have a Nebraska defense on a dynasty that I currently have. It's on season like 9. But this is how we pass. So above my head, there's going to be a meter. We're going to snap it. Let's see, there's a little meter. Okay, sorry, it's over the receiver's end. There's a little meter. You saw that? That was a lob pass because I touched it for just a tiny second. Blue, the blue zone means that it is going to be accurate. But the more of the zone you fill up, the more powerful it will be. So that one was a lob. Now, let's see how it's still blue. It's accurate, but it was more of a bullet pass. Kind of more of like a touch/bullet pass. So essentially, you want to keep it in the blue because that's going to be that was an inaccurate pass. But you can also control it with your left stick with placement, and that might have been what the real issue was there. But as you saw, I took a hit even, and I still put it on the money. It's very good as long as you get the timing. It's pretty good. Now, let me show you something with orange. Means it's going to be inaccurate, meaning that your placement is going to be very rough. If you try to time it here, see yellow, it's a rather accurate pass, like you'll probably still be able to get it. But once it gets to orange, you are going to have very big struggles of your receiver catching it on a move like that. See how you had to kind of reach for it? Getting any sort of catch and run after catch is going to be basically impossible. See, even with that, it was over the receiver's head. He didn't even make a play for the ball. Only one who made a play for that was the defensive back. But I put blue, a little bit of bullet on it, touchdown. But that's essentially how you pass. It's I think it's really simple, and then even when now, depending on what your accuracy settings are too, this also will affect it. So when I was starting this, I had Dylan Raiola. Pretty much if I held the button down, it was going to be a yellow pass at the worst. But with this quarterback, he's more of a dual threat, so he's not really able to just put the money, like ball in the money all the time. But, you know, you can still do all the catching stuff with the X for possession catch, square for run after catch, and triangle for aggressive catch. But you also can do a spectacular catch. I'll try and show you what that does here, but basically you'll make like a insanely cool catch, usually like one-handed, but they have more of a chance of dropping it. Apologies if you guys can hear my fan. It's currently 87 degrees inside my room, and it's killing me. But I mean, try here. Then you're spectacular. But essentially that's what you do. You press L1 or LB if you're on Xbox. I understand Xbox more. I just recently got this PlayStation. So, but that's essentially the new passing style. You just kind of just depends on how much you really hold the button down as opposed to anything else. But thank you for watching. Hit a like, subscribe. You know what to do.